All right, we're in the car. The AC doesn't work, so you're gonna have to deal with the wind. Paul's driving. Masami's in the back, and it's yeah.
Hello.
All right, so this review is late because we all have freaking lives and 400 jobs between all of us. But finally, all of us saw Sinners. I think Paul and I, funny enough, watched it on the same night, but not together. Like, this is all going to be spoilers because everyone has already seen it. But one of the main takeaways I realized with this movie was I was not expecting so much talk about pussy eating in this movie.
Yeah, he obviously has a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, good for him.
Yes.
Good for him.
Yes. Because I was mentioning to Paul, like, when me and him first were mentioning that, oh, we had watched it, is that it's obviously a good thing because so many movies, when they talk about sex, it's always about, like, from, like, the man's pleasure, you know? Like, oh, like, have the guy get a nut. It's like, oh, is the lady getting off? Who cares? Tits, you know? But the fact that they're like, no, you please the woman. And it's like, yes, you do. Also, I love that they gave the big girl a sex scene. I love whenever they give her a sex scene, because wasn't she in Lovecraft Country?
Yes.
Yeah, and she like fucked that white dude, and I was like, damn it! I was like, do it!
She was obviously also a dog. Like, she.
Oh, yeah. Woo!
Michael B. Jordan while saying your body.
Oh, I know! Oh, I know!
Okay.
And he was like, all right, what am I supposed to do? And I'm like, yeah, you take it!
Yeah.
You take it! Yeah. I fucking love that. I love whenever they give, one, I love whenever they give a big girl a sex scene. Two, I love that they keep giving her sex scenes. Because, come on, give the big girl sex scenes. Ooh, ears popping. Elevation! Yeah. Yes? There's an object on the road ahead. Right at the decline too, so be careful. Oh God. Yeah, I do enjoy like their take on like vampirism and all that stuff, you know. I do like that it was like, even though it was like a public space, the club that they had, they still had to ask to be invited in, which usually like public spaces, you don't, like, in some lore, you don't have to ask to come in because it's public, you know? It's usually like a home or whatever. But I do like that they were like, no matter what, you have to get asked to come in. Okay, I guess the object's no longer in the road because we passed it. I like that part where like the Irish guy shows up and they're like, are you Clan? And he's like, sir?
Pause for a minute because Clan is what you would call family situation.
Yeah, because he's Irish, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wait, no, that's
Yeah.
not what you meant to ask me. No, I am not part of that clan.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And then in the beginning of the movie, and the big fat white guy was like, oh, the Klan doesn't exist.
Yeah.
We're in 2025. I was like, ah, all right, sure. Oh yeah, oh gosh, oh darn, sure. Oh sure, there didn't no
Clean
Klan.
ass floors you gave me.
Yes,
For this sawmill.
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sure then. Oh yeah, the Klan doesn't exist anymore, honey. Don't you know? Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Don't you know? Yeah. I love that like historical music dance scene. You know, where the guy was like playing the
finger dance?
well, no, not the
Talking about in the juke joint.
in the juke joint. Yeah.
Sammy
yeah.
started using his powers.
Yeah, and it.
It's so hard to choreograph.
Yeah, because it was a oneer. Yeah. Yeah, because it was like, whatchamacallit, like the guy came in with the electric guitar, then you got the people like, you know, hip hop dancing. I sound
Alley dancers.
Alvin Ailey, the Chinese theater dancers. Yeah, I love you. Range Rover, you stay. Whoa, white woman, you stay in your lane. Sorry. Yes, that's another thing. The fact that they had the Asian family, because obviously with segregation, like Asians are a minority, but they were still seen as okay interacting with white people. And when they showed the store, there was like the dad side of the store and then the mom side of the store. The dad side of the store, no signage, no nothing. You can tell like everything on the dad's store was all like cleaning equipment, you know, hardware, da-da-da. The white side of the store across the street, there was signage. It was like bakery, butter, you know, it's all like, it's fun, it's yummy food, you know, it's like, oh yeah, you're just buying food, you're not cleaning, you know, you're not a house person, you know, yeah. So that introduction was great as well. That like, the like Michael B. Jordan was like shooting those two dudes and the white people were like, it's black on black crime, you know? What about black on black crime? What about that? Brr, we gotta solve that before we solve racism. And it's like, okay. Sure. You know? Look out. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Irish jig section was pretty interesting too.
I like the fact that they did an Irish vampire.
Yeah.
They actually made him more of an interesting character because I'm just evil.
Right, because he wasn't just like, I'm a southern white guy. He's like, I'm Irish, so I'm also not seen as, at the time, there's also seen as a minority.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
But still very really extravagant.
Well, yeah, because it's just epigenetic memory.
That was done on purpose.
Yeah.
The simple fact of the underlying tones that Brian was trying to portray.
Right.
So the main thing about Remick was the fact that he was a refugee.
Right.
He's made it his way here to America and was running away from the Choctaw vampire hunters
Mm-hmm.
and swindled his way in to the racist white family's house
Yeah.
and turned them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then happened upon Sammy's music because he missed his family that he just lost
Mm-hmm.
and wanted to have Sammy's powers become his so that way he can see his old friends and family.
Yeah.
Because if you remember in the dialogue, at the very end, when he was about to bite Sammy, he told him, as he was saying that prayer, like, oh yeah, I remember this. This was told to me as my lands were being taken away from me.
Yeah, that religion was
You know what I'm
thrown
saying?
upon us.
This
Yeah.
religion that you're speaking right here is not going to save you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's another thing you will always see in like vampire movies and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
They start speaking scripture and supposedly that has power over them.
Yeah.
It's showing you no. This
No.
will not save you.
Yeah.
This Lord that you speak of, that you're talking, this tongue that you're speaking, it will not save you because it's not yours.
Well, you know, Catholicism, you know,
No, but it's a big dig at what the power that we think religion has over us.
Yeah.
Whereas here is the face of evil, literally spitting these words of
Yeah.
God, saying that this is not strong enough to stop me from doing what I'm going to do.
right. I mean, as an ex-Catholic school kid, yeah, you think Catholicism got a hold on me? No. You know, sometimes, because they got me young, but, you know. Yeah. You're gonna stay to the 2 lanes on the left. Yeah, okay. But yeah, dude, like, freaking Haley Steinfeld's introduction, where she's like, ooh, you stuck your tongue in my coos and fucked me really hard. I was like, Haley! God damn, woman!
That girl had the internet on smash for about 3 weeks. That's all anybody could even talk about.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I love Haley
And then you
Steinfeld.
find out, like, she is her character in real life, meaning to say that
She's mixed, yeah.
She's mixed.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I was like, I already, like, love Haley Steinfeld. I was like, girl,
she's
you...
a new hit girl.
Yeah, I was like...
she's a grown woman now.
Yeah, I was like, girl, you don't have to give me more reasons to like you, you know? Like, yeah.
Talking that movie.
And she was like, well, you can rob banks, you can't rob this pussy.
I was like, God damn.
You can't rob this pussy.
I was like, I would fold every time the shorty talked to me like that. I'll be perfectly honest. Even if it was Groundhog's Day, I would never learn my lesson. I'm sorry. You got me again, bro.
You're
But
like,
that's the thing. A lot of people fail to realize, like, us as dudes, we don't get like talked to like that. Like, you want guys to come at you all this type of crazy, but it's really specific guys. How are we supposed to know that we're the guy that you're looking for? But if you just open your mouth and say, hey, yo, I like you. I need you to come home with me and break my back. You know what you're gonna get? You're gonna get Umbaku in that motherfucker going, ha!
They also like are such manly men.
right.
Michael B. Jordan's selves.
Yeah.
That I could see that they are never talking that way. They literally robbed from mafia. So
Yeah.
the manliest of dudes getting beat by women. It's like, this is a nice break.
I know, and maybe I felt seen.
Not only that, these guys were soldiers.
Yeah.
Like their whole thing is they left, they went to war, came back to the States, was muscle for the mafia or the mob, whichever one,
Right.
robbed them, and then came back home and start their life anew.
Yeah.
You know?
I like that one of the twins dressed more Irish and the other one dressed more Italian,
Yeah.
because then they were like that's how they like snuck in with those different mobs to like get them. I love that.
Like,
Yeah.
They had the Irish beer, so like one dude, you could see how like he was like more militant, like the Irish dudes would appreciate.
Yeah.
And then that charismatic is definitely more an Italian thing where like you need to be able to like
Yeah.
carry yourself in a situation where like you can talk that talk. That's
Yeah.
what they'll appreciate more. You need to be that silver-tongued devil. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I love that. And then like the movie didn't feel like 2+ hours. Like,
no, the pacing was very well.
well, I was telling Paul, like once like the vampire shit started to happen, I was like, damn, already? And then I realized like, no, we're halfway through the movie. Yeah, it's about time. It's about that time to do that. Yeah. That was great. I loved it.
That comes with the pacing and then just how the richness, the overall richness of the characters and the environments that you see.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, you can be perfectly honest, that shit could have been that shit could have been 3 hours long and it still wouldn't have felt like it.
Right,
You know what
right.
I'm saying? You could have made a whole prequel of how they got there, how they robbed the mafia, how they robbed the Irish mob, you know what I'm saying? They could have made all that shit.
Yeah.
Then fall into that. You could even show a little bit of the Choctaws and Remick and how he got away from the fucking, how he got on here on the boat. They showed all that and it still wouldn't have felt like enough.
Yeah.
It's just our whole world is built so well and it made you feel so whole that once you saw all the vampire shit happen, you're like, oh shit's getting real, damn. That means the roller coaster's over, you know what I'm saying? Or it's coming to an end, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly, yeah.
That's really what it was. It's like it's such a full and fulfilling meal that you're not willing to see the end of it. But you have to. It's gotta come to an end at one point.
Oh, that's what they meant by police. Okay. Accidente?
I agree that the world building was amazing. I actually really liked that there was an introduction to different cultures that we never saw again. When you go back to the Choctaws, it was like, that's their problem now. I'm going home. Oh, they're dead? Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I'm going home.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Oh my
like,
god.
Like, yo, that ain't what you think it is back there.
Yeah. I feel like that would have been, not that I'm indigenous in any way, but I feel like personality-wise, I'd be like, hey, you sure you're okay? Oh, you know what? You're great. I'm going to go home, and none of this is my problem now.
Right, exactly.
I love my life.
Well, the one guy on the horse was telling him like, yo, nah, it's over.
Yeah.
The sun's coming down. Let's get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah, because he's that good friend who's like, that's not your problem.
Yeah. Because like the one dude, he wanted to finish the job.
Understand.
Whatever happened to them that they were hunting him in the first place, they just wanted to make sure this thing was dealt with. And he was the first one that like really pushed for that. But then once his boy had him remind him like, hey, yo, look, nothing we can do. They're not listening to us. You know how these racist motherfuckers are. Sun's coming down. It's time to go.
Yeah.
And he's like,
We
no
couldn't
problem
help
now. And then he
help
just
them
jumped
even
on
if
his
they
horse
weren't
and
racist.
then they broke out.
Yeah. Even if they weren't racist, there's nothing they could have done because it was nighttime. But yeah, they had a very visible hood in the background. So what you gotta do?
Yeah, that's why he looked and saw. He's like, oh, so you ain't gonna listen to me anyway. Got it. You know what? I'm home. I'm gonna head home. Have fun with that. And as soon as she closed that door, what she walk into? Her whole husband turned into fucking chow.
Yeah. Someone pointed out that there was a crib in there, like there
Yeah.
probably was a baby.
Yep.
That baby's dead. That
Well,
baby was eaten.
I think the thing was the couple didn't have a baby, but they were trying to have a baby.
Yes.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
what it was.
So it wasn't like a baby vampire, which is
so
like,
either the baby she was trying to conceive, or maybe she was already pregnant. One of the two.
yeah, or couldn't, or whatever it was. Yeah.
Well, not their problem anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Well.
No, they're barbecued now.
hmm Yeah, that shit at the end where it's like, Wah! Oh my god. I love when Sammy hit the guy with the guitar and the piece of metal, the steel like drum part.
Not steel.
Oh yeah, with silver. Yeah, the
That's
silver.
That's what killed him.
The silver is like, "Ah!" And I was like, yeah, that's good shit.
But also too, you got to actually see his true form in that moment too.
Yeah, oh, with the long,
Long nails
yeah.
and everything.
Ah!
It's crazy.
Ah, Jesus. It's a 5-minute slowdown, they said. Okay. All right, good. There was no car behind us. I always worried. But yeah. Who's a motherfucker? Yeah. What was it? There was something. Oh, I love, like I said, I love that the big lady was also like a witch, and so she like, it was like a pickled garlic, and she threw it at him. I was like, ah! They're like, what was that? Holy water? They're like, pickled garlic. Yeah. Oh my god, so good. I love at the end when all the clan people like showed up, thinking like, oh, they're all probably just drunk inside the mill and da da da. They're like, we can't open the door, and then all of a sudden Michael B. Jordan's with like the rifle like in the brush, ka-bing, ka-bing, like picking them all off. And then at the very end where he just freaking like training dayed the freaking fat guy, oh, I was cackling just watching a clan member getting sprayed like that,
Well,
man.
the funny thing is, that was gonna happen whether they died or not.
Uh-huh.
They were already expecting that. Once they came in there and saw that
The clean
floors was
floors, yup.
clean and this, that, and the third, they're like, oh.
Yeah.
They laid their terms down straight. Take this money, don't come back for more, and if we see any of you or your clansmen here, you are going to die where you stand.
Yeah.
They gave them that warning, knowing that this is preemptive, so that you can talk it through with your peoples and maybe not do it, even though they knew already that you were. Because guess what? Greed is a motherfucker. That's another sin that was shown. Like all 7 sins showed up in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
They're represented by different characters.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Lust
Mm-hmm.
was the black girl who was the singer who did
Perlene.
Perlene.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Wrath obviously was fucking Smoke.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Let's see.
What's cool?
Envy. Mary.
Yep. Was
Sloth. Fucking whatchamacallit? Whatchamacallit? The old blue singer.
okay.
Oh, the other trio.
Yeah.
Delta Slim.
Yes, Delta Slim.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Who else?
Was Gluttony the big chubby guy at the door?
Yes,
Yeah.
he's Glut. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Where we at? We're at 5 now, right?
Yeah.
What we got?
Pride.
Pride is stacked.
The stack. Yeah.
Pride is definitely stacked.
Yeah.
And the last one,
Greed.
Greed. Well. Could be.
you
No.
can say either one of those.
Yeah.
Either one of those is stacked. So who?
Greed could be the Klansman that sold him
No,
the thing.
right. I'm sorry. So Greed can either be the Klansman or Remick himself, because he just wanted more.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Because he just wanted more. They couldn't be happy with the ones he turned. Nah, he wanted to turn everybody because he wanted Sammy.
Right.
Ultimately.
Right.
He's like, I'll take all of y'all, but who I really want is Sammy.
Yeah.
Because I need his power to see my family.
Mm-hmm. I also love like the slight little red herring at the end where Sammy stood at the door and then got invited into the church. People thinking like he was a vampire. Obviously not, because it's daytime. But obviously he was scratched up. Yeah, I mean, but I like it was like the slight little red herring that had you go like, well, maybe he's in like he wasn't fully bitten, maybe because again, in some vampire lore, a scratch is enough, like a zombie thing, So it but yeah, I did like that.
Nah, they made it very clean cut on what turns you.
Right.
And I like those things because it dials help drown out some of the noise you hear online when people say, "Oh, it could have been this, it could have been that." No, you know what I'm saying? Like what really brought it home for me, like I said earlier, was what Remix said about religion, because what he tried to fall back to, Sammy, was maybe this religion that my father keeps talking in my ear will save me. And then when he learned
that it wasn't, and the only thing that could was the blues, that same guitar that his father tried to hide from him. Yep.
That's
why he held like the bit, like the broken bit of it till the end. Yeah.
Like, this is my cross. This is my shield.
Mm-hmm.
I tried your religion. It didn't help me.
Mm-hmm.
Those words got spat right back at me by the evil that was trying to take my life.
Yeah.
So what are you telling me? That this house of the Lord is all that can save me.
Yeah.
No, this blues I'm singing is what saved me.
Yeah. This religion told me that, being a fan of the Ninja Turtles is worshiping false idols. What the fuck is that telling you? I was 4 years old, man.
You have a lot of religious trauma.
Oh, yeah. You're like, what? Am I Catholic? No. Am I still a Ninja Turtles fan? Fuck yeah. Who won? Huh, Sister Teresa? You probably dead now. I mean, she probably died like 4 years or so after I left that school because she was old then. But anyway, she's dead. I'm happy, like... Yeah, right? Fuck you, you old bitch.
What the fuck is going on? They get chased by the cops.
I was gonna say, I'm like, what?
They out, but like, they ain't after that.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, we're just trying to go to a market to sell our wares, We're just going to a fairground, setting up a tent.
We're literally going to a witch gay coven.
Yeah, we're literally doing something witchy and gay.
Yeah.
Is it witchy or gay? And it's Friday the 13th. We're doing good. So that's why I'm like, hey, as long as we're fine.
I just put together that's Friday the 13th, and by put together, you had to tell me.
And by put together, I'm dressed as Jason Voorhees. It's like, oh, okay, that's weird. All right. Oh, yeah. And it's actually his birthday because his birthday is in June. So this Friday the 13th is his birthday. Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at him aging up.
I know, right? Yeah. But anyway, we're still talking about Sinners. I do like the flash forward to the 90s and then like, Stack having, the whole 90s like look.
Well, that is how a 90s vampire would dress.
Right.
I want that Kuji, bro. Oh
I saw,
God.
yeah.
I don't give a fuck who I gotta kill for that.
Doesn't David have something like that? David has sweaters
something
like
similar, bro.
Yeah.
He knew. Yeah, I was like, yo, that Kuji. He's like, yeah, I know. Yo, that's one of the rarest ones though. It's gonna be hard.
Damn, it's like a sneaker.
Wait, what's a Kuji?
The sweater that he was wearing.
Oh yeah, that was a great sweater.
Yeah. I know. I saw that sweater immediately. I was like, I feel like Paul's gonna say. I'm like, yep. See, I know you so well, honey. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That shit was fire.
Mm-hmm.
Michael B. Jordan can get that sweater. Us mortals, I don't know.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and then so I was telling Paul this earlier. So a lot of people, because obviously then they did promo for this movie, so a lot of people were comparing Michael B. Jordan, Haley Steinfeld's, all their interviews together to Shameik Moore and Haley Steinfeld when they were doing Into the Spider-Verse. By like how awkward all those were and how like, playful it was and I even said to Paul, I said, there's nothing against Shameik or anything, but it's like Michael B. Jordan is a lot more charismatic, he's definitely,
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, like on if you want to,
There are main closures ahead.
okay. On the scale of, like conventional attractiveness, yeah, I get why, Bitch, shut up. I know the exit's coming up. Anyway, like conventionally attractive, I get it. I get why people find Michael B. Jordan so attractive, and
They looked at his face.
they looked at his face, literally. Well, that was the thing, like when the movie, like, because obviously I knew Sinners was coming out, And when people were like, oh my God, this movie's great, all that stuff. And I'm like, yeah, you have 2 Michael B. Jordans and a Haley Steinfeld in the movie. Of course people are gonna like jizz their pants for this movie, you know? And then you got a great story, great director, all that shit. So yeah. 34B, just so you know, yeah. So like, of course, yeah, you know, like this was gonna be successful. The aggravating thing was, not the movie, was all the stupid people, and you know what I mean by stupid people, reaction to the movie being like, how could this movie directed by a black man with a black lead and mostly black people be so successful? And it's not, you know, a Marvel, you know, Black Panther, or you know what I mean? They're like, how is this successful? I'm white, you know? And like every article was titled like so like obscenely. It was like, this movie was budgeted at this and made back this much, but somehow people still say it's successful. Shut the fuck up. You know? Like, god damn. Like, you just can't let a bitch win, you know? Like, god damn.
Well, I mean, in the end, like, Ryan Coogler, he is the winner because the rights eventually
In a
will go
quarter
back to
mile,
him.
use the
Yes.
right lanes
Right.
to take
Yeah.
34B for New Jersey
Didn't he say
52
like 20 years, 50, something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Good negotiation.
Oh yeah, he was very smart with it.
Yeah.
Because when I saw that, I was like, oh damn, he was able to get all that?
Yeah.
Fuck, sometimes you could get
Use the
one,
right
you
to
know?
Yeah.
exit 34B.
What they're upset about is the fact that he's getting money on the front end and getting ownership of it in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why
Continue for half a mile.
is because the contingencies of the deal, where if it failed, where basically whoever he signed this deal with, they would basically own his ass.
Right.
But he bet on himself because he
In a
knew
quarter
what he was
mile,
putting
merge
himself.
onto New Jersey
Mhm.
He knew what
15
he was putting out.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the result of putting in a parlay, and you knew that the last leg was going to get you through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He
And
may
people are
not
just
be
mad.
directing Blade, but boy, did he win.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, obviously, yes. I would have loved, you know, Mahershala Ali as Blade. I would have loved all that shit, you know? But fuck it. You know, like, who cares? No one gives a fuck about watching Marvel anymore, you know? I told him, I said this already. I was like, after Endgame, no one's gonna give a fuck. And people were like, no, man, no. And I was like, what happened? No one gave a fuck. Yeah, sure. There was like a couple TV shows. We're all still on board. But then that was it, you know? That was it. Oh my god.
Right. This is one of the few movies that I've seen in a long time. Not that I go to the movies all that often.
Oh, yeah.
I still watch a fair amount when I can.
Yeah.
One of the few stories that I've seen for a while though, it's completely original.
Yes.
Not a part of a franchise.
Yes.
And it is a fantasy horror movie.
Yeah.
Which is everything that I want.
Yeah.
And the fact that it just came out, it's written in such a way where even idiots can appreciate it.
Yes.
Not to
Yes.
insult idiots, but you know.
Yes, because again, this is obviously nothing against Ryan Coogler, but it didn't hit the Jordan Peele, you have to overthink, overanalyze to understand the movie type of thing. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It wasn't Jordan Peele like Kendrick Lamar 7 layers of irony or something, you know what I mean?
There are
Like-
definitely multiple layers to this film. but
Right,
it's still,
totally.
At its like surface level, is still a great film of these are vampires in the South.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Please enjoy.
Also, 2 Michael B. Jordans.
Yes.
2 Michael B. Jordans. Can I interest you in 2 Michael B. Jordans?
I would like your money now.
Yeah. Just-
Put it right in this dish. Thank you.
Yeah.
You can now go in.
Yes, you get the church collecting basket. Yes, you get it, do it back to them. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Pretty much.
But yeah, obviously we all love the movie. We all love Michael B. Jordan. We all love Haley Steinfeld. We all love vampires. You know. We all,
Got me every time.
we all love big girls who do a sex scene. You know.
Yeah.
God damn. God bless. When I saw that, like when it was starting, I was like, oh, she got a sex scene. Yes. And the fact that she was just like dominating, I was like, yeah.
Not only that, like
Mhm.
they all would have died a lot sooner had it not been for
Yeah, she
Oh,
she,
yeah.
she knew the lore.
She knew the lore.
She knew the lore.
And she made that mojo fucking bag.
Yeah.
Fucking smoke. That's what been protecting him all this time.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even realize it. He's like, how you know if we just wasn't lucky? How you even know it was my fucking mojo? Me praying every night that saved your stupid ass. Who is that war, motherfucker? You survived a whole world war because of me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, put some respect on my name. How about that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She looks so soft, and yet she'd step on you.
God, the perfect woman. He has nothing to say. You agree? You have nothing. You're just like, why? I have nothing to say because you know. You know.
Yeah, she was only soft for him.
Uh-huh.
Everybody else, she treated very sternly.
Mm-hmm. Like I said,
She
here's
was
a
only soft for
here's
him.
a handful of women you know, bro. And they're exactly like
Because, like, you know,
all the women in your life, bro.
Number one, I'm never the type where like I need my woman to be like fucking placate for everybody. No, you only need to placate for me. Any other motherfucker that you in front of should feel like an op to you. Like, what you want?
I mean, for me, most men are ops, but yes.
What you want?
Yeah,
Nah. What up?
exactly.
Nah, it's like that. Yeah, it's
Exactly.
like that. What you want?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, again, your mom's a prime example. Yeah, when I first met your mom. Lovely woman. She loves me. It's okay. Don't worry, everybody. But, all right. But yeah, peace. We love Sinners. We love Ryan Coogler. We love 2 Michael B. Jordans.
Yeah.
We want 3 Michael B. Jordans. No, I'm kidding.
Why is this movie just Michael B. Jordan's?
I'm not upset, you know? Yeah.